Good morning, second graders. This is Mrs. McLeod here from Conant Elementary, and I have been looking forward to today for 2 weeks. Today is the day that we get to celebrate the poems that you've been creating for 2 weeks. And something that I'm going to teach you today is how to present a poem in a way that you feel comfortable doing to an audience. Now, I wanted to show you, because I'm practicing this poem first, I want to make sure it's really good to present to my family. I'm practicing with a pretend audience, and I'll show you my audience right now. Here they are. I have some of my stuffed animals here because I want to feel comfortable presenting. Isn't that great? So I set up a fake audience so I can pretend and practice my poems before I do it in front of the real thing, which is my family. Because sometimes presenting can make you feel a little bit nervous and uncomfortable. So if you practice first, that'll help you get it all out the way that you want to. So I was going to show you some tips today to help you get comfortable with presenting a poem. And I have my awesome poem book right here. And here's my cover of my poem. That was what we were supposed to do 2 weeks ago on Monday. The very first day we started poems was to make a cover for our poems. And inside I have lots of different types of poems. And I was going to practice presenting one of the poems that isn't in my book, but it's one that I know, just to get comfortable with how I feel like I should present my other ones that I actually wrote. So the poem, if you've ever heard Roses Are Red, Violets Are Blue, Sugar is Sweet, and So Are You, that poem I'm going to practice in a couple different ways, and I want to find the way that I presented that made me feel the most comfortable. So when you present, sometimes the first time you do it might sound like this. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. So if I was presenting that way, do you think my audience would be very excited to hear that? They might not, or they might look at you and say, oh my goodness, they're so nervous. How can I help make them feel comfortable? And you don't want to present that way. You want to feel confident because you spent so much time writing your own poems that you want your family or whoever you're presenting to be as excited as you are. So I'm going to try that again. And this time, because I practiced it already, the first time I just read it, I'm going to do it again and I'm going to try to feel a little bit more confident. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I got it out of the way the first time. My audience here is waiting for me. And I'm going to stand up nice and tall. And I'm going to look at my audience in the eyes. I'm looking at them right now. See, they're over here. Oh, they look so happy to see me. So here I go. Now that I see they're smiling at me, it's making me feel a little bit better. Okay, stand up nice and tall. I got my good speaking voice on. I'm not whispering and I'm not yelling. I have a nice speaking voice, and here I go. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Sugar is sweet, and so are you. Wow, I felt a little bit better doing it that time, but you know what? I didn't think it was my very best. So this time I'm going to get really into it. I've practiced twice. My audience is still smiling, and I'm going to do it one more time so I sound the most confident and excited about my poem. Just like I'm talking to you right now. Pretend like you're just talking to your family, and when you present, it comes across the same way, and it's so much more exciting. So here I go. Take my deep breath. Look at the smiling faces of my audience. Here they are. And here we go. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Sugar is sweet. And so are you. How did that go? I think it sounded so much better. And I even pointed at the end to make it more engaging and exciting for my audience. So today, what I want you to do is before you present to anyone, find a comfortable place that you really like and it means a lot to you. Right now, it's kind of funny. I'm in my son's room. He has the most comfortable bunk bed ever. And look, He even has a poop emoji. Isn't that hilarious? So it makes me feel happy in here because it's something that I really enjoy. It's a place that I love. And so I found a comfortable place. I got my fake audience ready so I could pretend in front of them, which were my stuffed animal buddies. And then I practiced my poem 3 or more times. Isn't that great? And now I feel so ready to present in front of my family. So what you're going to do today is do the same thing. Find a comfortable place, get your poetry book, I've got mine right here. Look through some of your favorite poems and pick the ones that you want to present. Could you present all of them? Of course you could. Could you present in your kitchen? Yes, you could. You know what would be even extra special? Is if you got some little snacks together and set out like cups of water and invited your family in. And on our template for today, there's a flyer there. It's an invitation to invite your family to your poetry slam. So I challenge you to try your very best. Even if you sound a little bit nervous, as long as you practice, it will be better than if you didn't practice. And show your family that you are proud of the work you've been doing for 2 full weeks on poetry, and I guarantee they'll all be smiling by the end. So good luck, second graders, and I know that your teachers are proud of you. I'm proud of my students too because I can tell how hard they're working. So now it's your time to show your family what you're made of. Good luck, poets!